In this video we're going to take a look at how to play the Creedence Clearwater Revival song, Green River, based really on an E7. And we'll kick off with the introduction, bottom E string, and you've got this. So really from an E7 in that position. So you've got D7, D sharp, E7. So you've got them. And then you've got this. I've seen this written out a number of ways, which is quite confusing, where there's like notes added that might be there, but it kind of confuses the beginner. So I'm going. Now we're going to play that again. So if you notice the brackets around the three, the second last note, according to the official guitar tab, that note's not played on the second time round, which kind of confuses things when you're looking at the guitar tab, because you think you're going to be playing a completely different riff. This is before, copy and paste, where you didn't record things digitally and be able just to record and then be able to copy and paste, so it sounded exactly the same. So that's your introduction. Like that. Then the verse starts on just an E chord, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and then we'll have this lick. So we've got this 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and then which is not that dissimilar to the intro, beginning of the intro riff. Now that's for verse 1. On verse 2, the little fill on that part is slightly different, where we have this. Very bluesy, so you've got that. Drop down to the second frets of the G and the B. Open G, hammer onto the first. Open B and E. So that's on the second verse. On the third verse, the fill for that little bit is like that. So we've got, really based on a E minor, 7 and 8 on them strings, then open, then that 2, open at first, like that. So that's your little fill for the verse 3. Second half of the verse is the same for each verse, and we're starting off on an E, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and C, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and to A, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and like that. So on that, the E, C bit's real easy, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 2 and 3 and 4 and then you've got on the A string, open, 1, 2, bottom E, and then again based on an E7, you've got the first of G and the third of the high A, and then open B and E strings. Like that. So that's really the structure of the song. The only other thing now is we'll have a little bit of a guitar solo and a little bit of a guitar outro. And I think it's after the first verse where we have this. So we're sliding in from the 3rd to the 5th on the B. 5-3, 4-2 on G. Slight bend on the 5th of the D to the 2nd. Sorry. We'll come across that again in the outro. Now we could make things complicated by trying to, be exactly the same as the record and every little nuance, but really the next riff is kind of repeated 3 times, but it's ever so slightly different if you listen carefully. But we have this. And then again. And again. There is a little bit of a lead because there's obviously 2 guitarists with a little bit of a fill going on over the top of that, but this is like the underneath layer. Then as the chord progression goes to C, we have like that, which you can see on the guitar tab, real easy. Then it changes to A, then to E7. Sorry. So that's your guitar solo, which is real simple. Now for the outro we have that same. Then so that same. Then it's kind of mimicking going to like an E minor pentatonic. Then again. Then leading out we've got that 7 and 8 again on the high E and B. On the 9th there, so you're doing like an E minor. That little riff again. Which kind of fades out. So all in all, that's everything you need to know to be able to play Green River by Creedence Clearwater Revival.